What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get very dewy, glowy, glossy, wet, glistening skin, a bold red lip, fluffy brows, and minimal eyes. In simpler terms, I'm going to show you guys how to get my birthday glam. I actually was not going to sit down and film this video this year, but I was doing a Q&A on my Instagram stories, and one of you asked me what was my birthday makeup inspo, so I posted my Pinterest mood board, and you guys freaked out. You wanted a step-by-step makeup toot, so I found time before my dinner reservations today to sit down and film a step-by-step toot on how I got this look. So I hope you guys really love it. If you guys love it, make sure you guys stop what you're doing, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, because you guys already know what's up. If it's free, it's for me, so if it's free, I know it's for you too. Also, don't forget to turn on those post notifications so that way YouTube will notify you when I upload, which is every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, I have to head out the door, so let's zoom in and let's get started. So I went ahead and zoomed you guys in a little bit closer. I feel like in my last video, we were a little far apart, mainly because I have so much more space to film in this room, so my camera is a little further back. But I put on a different lens so you guys are a little closer. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Now, the inspo for today's look is going to be drawn from my Pinterest board, which reminds me, if you guys don't follow me over on Pinterest, definitely give me a follow, because I do pin a lot of like inspo looks and things like that. But a lot of inspo for today's look is going to be drawn from these images right here. As you can see, we're definitely going for a bold red lip, but we're doing very dewy, glowy skin and very fluffy, full brows with very minimal eye makeup. So I'm super excited. A lot of these images, the girls aren't really wearing any false lashes or anything like that. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to pull that off, so we'll see how things go when I get to the eyes. But for the most part, we're keeping it very, very spot on to these looks right here. Not this one, these ones right here. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. I'm gonna first and foremost start off with my brows. I've been getting so many requests from you guys to actually sit down and do my brow routine. So I'm actually gonna sit down really quickly and show you guys what I've been using for my brows. The main product, the magic product, is this right here by HYDRATOR. This is the shaping wax in the shade Clear. As you can see, I put a pretty big dent in this. What you want to do is you want to take some kind of setting spray. I'm just going to be using this right here. This is by Too Faced. This is the Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I'm going to give this a good shake. I'm going to spray it on the product to really activate it, and then I'm going to take a spoolie and really work this and brush this through my brows. I'm gonna wait maybe about 30 seconds, and then I'm going to laminate my brows by taking my finger and pressing upwards on my brows to get more of a laminated effect. This is literally my favorite way to do my brows. It's how I've been doing my brows all over Instagram, and you guys have been asking what I've been using over and over, and it is this little shaping wax right here by HYDRATOR. I'll have it listed down below if you guys wanna check it out. So far, that's looking really good. The next step for me is to take a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna use my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is in the shade Medium 1.5 Macadamia. As you can see, I really love this concealer. It definitely is well worth the money. I put a pretty big dent in it, and I'm gonna take an Alter Ego number 8 brush, and I'm gonna use this to carve out my brows. Now, more recently, I have been carving out my brows before I actually go in with any additional brow product. It really prevents me from overfilling in my brows, and it really just gives me that really pretty, very tailored bushy brow look. Then with a big fluffy brush, I'm just gonna buff and blend out that concealer above my brow and all over my eyelid, because I'm also gonna use this concealer as an eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna take the brush and just tap it to blend that concealer all over my eyelid. So it's at this point where I could definitely see just how much brow hair I actually have. You can see that taking that concealer really outlined my brows in a way that makes me look like I have so much more brow than I actually do. So I don't need to go in and fill in my brows crazy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of brow powder. I'm gonna use this one right here by Anastasia. This is the Brow Powder Duo in the shade Soft Brown. I'm gonna do a cross mix between the two shades here, and I'm lightly just going to feather in some areas that look a little sparse to me personally. And I say lightly, I'm not going in with a heavy hand at all. So I'm lightly dusting it here at the base just to fill them in a little bit. Nothing crazy though, because we still want very pretty, boyish brows. So I'm at a point in my routine where I need to chill when it comes to my brows and my eyes because I do want to work on my base. Now I am going for something that is very dewy, glowy, and luminous. So the most important part is skin prep. I have not moisturized or anything like that because I feel like skin prep is really important for today's look. So I'm gonna go in with the Skin Fix Barrier Plus Lipid Peptide Cream. What I love about this is that it moisturizes my skin like no other. It really just gives me that boost of hydration. So I'm gonna put this all over to prep my skin for all of my base products. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of eye cream for a little pick-me-up. This is by the Inky List. I've been loving the Inky List. I really love to put this like in the fridge just so that way it is a little cold. So it really just depuffs underneath the eyes even more. But I'm just gonna press this under here. This really helps out, especially whenever I put on my under eye concealer. It doesn't crease a crazy amount. Oh wow, my hair is all over my face, which is something I like. Like if you have a good base, let me tell you, the makeup you put on top is really going to sit nicely on top of it. So I always take the necessary steps to really prep my skin, especially when I'm going for a very, very dewy, glowy, luminous look. Do not skip the skin prep, folks. She hydrated, she dewy, she glowy, she what? She needs some lip balm, that's what she needs. I'm gonna go in with the Morphe 2 lip oil in the shade Extra Glaze. I love this stuff. It is so good. After skin prep, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of primer. This is a hydrating primer. Since I am going for something very dewy and glowy, I want to really take that extra step to hydrate my skin, in addition to going in with my skin prep. Now this is a spot on dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Base Primer. If you guys wanna check it out, I will have it listed down below. You can find hard candy at Walmart. I don't know if you can find it anywhere else though. If you can find it anywhere else, let us know down below in the comments. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of color corrector. This is a huge step for me personally to really just combat the darkness, also cover up blemishes. As you can see, when I get a pimple, it definitely comes out a little bit more red or like purplish. So going in with a color corrector really just helps really conceal all of those blemishes just so that way I have a really nice base. So this is a step I cannot skip. Now I'm gonna go in with a product that is really going to make my skin glow. It's gonna give me that dew. And I'm talking about this right here by Rare Beauty. This is the Liquid Illuminizer in the shade Mesmerize. I'm gonna take this on my cheekbones to really just give me that glow. I do like to apply this in this area and also over top of my makeup. Again, when I want to look very, very dewy. As you can see, it's something serious. It looks so pretty. I'm going to blend it out with a brush like this. This is a Sephora number 47 brush, and I'm just going to tap this into the skin. Applying this underneath your makeup is really just gonna give you that really beautiful luminosity, which is what a lot of girls have in the inspo picture I showed you guys in the beginning of the video. I'm also gonna take this on my nose, down the bridge, and also in these areas right here because I do want it to really radiate and glow underneath my makeup. Now for me personally, because I am going for such a dewy, very natural glowy look, I will be applying cream bronzer before I actually go in with my base product. And I'm gonna use this right here by Fenty. This is probably one of my favorite cream bronzers. This is the Cheeks Out bronzer in the shade 03 Macchiato. If you guys have not tried this, I highly recommend it. I will be applying it with an angled buffing brush by e.l.f. I'm just gonna take this around the perimeter of my face, and I'm really gonna use it to create definition for the overall look. Then I'm gonna take a clean brush and I'm just going to lightly start dusting and just blending out the edges for more of a seamless blend. Back when I started out on YouTube, I did a technique very similar to this where I applied all of my creams before I actually went in with foundation. And that video literally went viral within a few months. It hit like 1 million views. So if you guys wanna check that out, I will have it listed right here. Keep in mind, it was when I first started out on YouTube. So I probably wasn't as skilled as I am right now, but it was a starting point. And again, that video did go viral. So it was such a sweet spot in the growth of my YouTube channel. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with concealer. Now I already know what you guys are thinking. Going in with concealer before foundation, well, that really prevents me from using as much foundation as I typically do. So I'm gonna do a cross mix between two of my favorites. This is the original Camo Concealer by e.l.f. and I also have the Hydrating Camo Concealer by e.l.f. I love the cross mix between the two. It literally gives me the perfect finish and it's not as drying to my under eye area. So I'm gonna take some of the original, a little bit of the hydrating, and buff and blend it out. So for my base product, I will be using a product by Urban Decay. I did a full demo and review video on this product when it first launched. This is the Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. Let me tell you, this is so good. And this is actually a product I've been using over and over and over again, especially in methods just like this, where I apply my highlight, my bronzer, my concealer underneath, and this directly over top. Chef's kiss. Trust me when I tell you, it's gonna look fuego, it's gonna look bomb. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and I'm gonna buff and blend it in with a beauty sponge by e.l.f. Cosmetics. I'm gonna use the shade medium for today simply because I did self-tan yesterday because it's my birthday and I wanted a little bit of a glow. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking this directly over top of everything I put on, which I know seems a little strange because I am putting it over top of my bronzer, but trust me, this is gonna give me such a natural effect. I'm now gonna go the extra mile and set underneath my eyes to set everything down and in place, and I will be using the Set the Stage Loose Finishing Powder by Collab Makeup. As you guys know, I recently picked up a restock and I'm so glad I did. I've been missing this powder like crazy. It definitely is one of my personal favorites. I'm gonna use this to set underneath my eyes and I'm lightly just going to tap. I'm not gonna bring it out too far because I don't want to set or bake any of my cream highlight or contour. I'm really just gonna focus it right here in the very inner corner. I'm also gonna do the sides of my nose, tip of my nose, and I'm gonna take this down the center of my forehead as well. So now that I have the center of my face set, I want to show you guys a side profile view, like the front set, not dewy, not greasy or anything like that. But when I turn to the side, I'm hitting you with that dew and that's not it. I'm definitely gonna be going in with some cream highlight and things like that. But first, I wanna go in with a little bit of eye makeup. Now I'm gonna pull up my Pinterest board once again. As you can see, these girls definitely have a little bit of smoke going on for the eyes, but nothing too dramatic, nothing too crazy. Like it still looks very pretty and very natural. So the eyeshadow palette I'm gonna be using today is the Madison Beer in Morphe eyeshadow palette. I know I said a few months back that I was not going to pick this up because it was very similar to eyeshadow palettes I have in my collection. Well, there goes that because I caved and I picked it up. So I'm gonna take this warm tone shade right here on an M441 by Morphe, and I'm gonna use this as my transitional color. I'm gonna make sure I have no harsh lines, no harsh edges. I'm gonna go in big circular motions and I'm really gonna buff and blend this out. I'm also gonna take a little bit more of that warm tone eyeshadow and I'm gonna smudge it on my lower lash line. Then with a different kind of brush, I'm really just gonna soften and diffuse the lines. The next shade I'm gonna take in this palette is this one right here. It's a deeper brown and I'm gonna mix it with the warm tone brown. And I'm gonna use this to add a little bit of smoke to this look. Definitely am gonna need to go in with some kind of shimmer on the lid because I still want this to be very pretty and dewy, so can't forget the shimmer. So for my lid color, I definitely want to use something that is a little more creamy than the shimmers within the Madison Beer palette. So I'm gonna use this right here. This is by Kaja. This is the Mochi Glow highlighter in the shade Luna. Luna, you guys know my dog's name is Luna. I do have a Frenchie named Luna, so cute. I'm gonna take this and I'm just going to press it onto my eyelid to give me more of a glossy wet effect. I'm just switching over to a brush to really just pack this on. So after going in with that shimmer, I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that warm tone brown, and I'm just gonna continue buffing and smoking it out over here. I'm like so obsessed with the way that this is turning out. Like, it's smoky, but it's like glossy and luminous. I'm into it. So before I finish off the eyes, I'm gonna go in with this right here by MAC to set the rest of my face down and in place. And I'm using a mineralized skin finish because it is very, very natural on the skin, and it never looks overdone or overly powdery. So I'm just going to apply this in all the areas that I need a little bit of powdering. So right here alongside the perimeter. As you can see, I still have that glow shining through from the Rare Beauty Liquid Luminizer. It's so good. I definitely recommend it. I'm now gonna go in with blush, and the blush I'm going to use is the Shiso LA blush by Patrick Ta. I love this blush so much. I definitely need all the shades in the line because it's so good. What I love most about it is that you get a cream and you also get a powder. And the way that you are meant to apply this is you're supposed to go in with the powder first. So I'm gonna take the powder and apply this to my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with the cream directly over top. And this works really well, especially because I am going for a very, very wet, dewy, glowy look. So this is perfect. I'm so obsessed with this blush. Again, you guys need it in your life. You will not be disappointed. Thank me later. Now to really set off that glow, I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more of this by Rare Beauty. This is the liquid luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. And I'm gonna take it on the number 47 brush here by Sephora. And I'm going to just tap it directly over top of this area. Like, I already have that dew and that glow going, but I really wanna take it the extra mile. So I'm just going to press it here to really make that glow pop. So another thing I noticed in a lot of the looks I pinned for my birthday glam is that they're wearing very minimal falsies. Again, not entirely sure if it's something I can get down with, but we'll see. I do want to go in with the Sky High Mascara by Maybelline. This is brand new and I've heard nothing but great things about it. So I'm going to coat my lashes as best as I can, and then I'm going to follow up with some individual lashes. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I will definitely say that this mascara is so beautiful. It definitely gives me that very, very pretty long lash look, but I'm still gonna go in with some individual lashes. I have a couple styles here, some from Salon Perfect that have short, medium, and long, and then I also have some here from House of Lashes. I might go in with the ones from House of Lashes. Do I need them? What do you guys think? Let me know down below. So I did just apply a couple of individual lashes on this side. I applied 4 short from Salon Perfect, nothing crazy, but I feel like it made just the slightest bit of a difference compared to this side over here, so I'm not even mad about it. So while I wait for my lash glue to completely dry, I'm gonna go in with a lip liner. I'm going to use this one right here by Make Forever. This is the Aqua Lip in the shade 8C. And for my actual lip color, I'm gonna use this right here by Persona Cosmetics. This is one of their liquid lipsticks in the shade Holy Grail. It is one of my favorite red lipsticks, so I'm just gonna put this directly over top of the lip liner. The last and final thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 spray, and I'm just gonna set all of this down and in place. And after setting spray, this is the final, a completed look. I told you guys I was really going for a very dewy, glowy skin-like base, a bold lip, and fluffy brows, and I feel like I did just that. I'm also really obsessed with this mascara by Maybelline. I did not think I was going to love it as much as I do, but I feel like the very minimal eyes really complements this look in a way that I didn't think I was going to love as much as I do. I feel like whenever I do birthday glams, I do heavy liner, heavy lashes, but this year I really wanted to change up the pace and switch things up, and I really love the way that this look came out. So if you guys love it as well, y'all already know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to turn on those post notifications so that way YouTube will notify you when I upload, which is every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, I have dinner reservations to get to, so I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.